trap. Welcome to the trap.
Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Let's go. Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen. Trap. Protect. Welcome back for another Zen Trap Travels. I'm one of your two hosts, Zen P.
Yogi LG.
Here at the Zen Trap Podcast, our purpose is to guide and inspire listeners to be accountable for their overall health while sharing our perspective and journey to do the same through continuously seeking internal peace to maximize our potential in service to others. Yogi LG, as you can see, we're back in the same room, back in the same setup.
Back in the building.
About to get back on track. We're going to speak more about that in future episodes or in another Zen Trap chat, just about all the feels about being back home and things like that. Today, we're finishing up our last Zen Trap Travels, which is discussing the time I spent in South Africa, specifically Cape Town.
Cape Town. So, tell me like what you thought going before you got there. Like, what did you have? What were your expectations for Cape Town?
I didn't have a lot of expectations for Cape Town. I literally did zero research. I was definitely excited to go, especially coming off of Cairo and Egypt, that short weekend stint. I expected it to be hotter. Apparently, it's the winter time over there when I got there, finishing up winter, about to head into, I guess, summer or spring. So it would have some days where it was like warm, but it never was really like hot. It was like cold most of the time.
Dang.
So that was surprising.
Yeah.
But yeah, zero expectations. I knew it would be on the water. I thought I would be hitting the beach. Definitely none of that. And surprisingly, the water is freezing cold there because it's coming off of like the Arctic or, you know, the Alaskan waters or whatever are bringing the breeze through the water. And they saying it's like crazy chilly. So,
yeah.
But it was good. Spent like 3.5 weeks there.
So
almost a
I
month.
was just about to ask.
Yeah.
So 3.5 weeks total. So that's probably where you spent. Like that was the longest stint, right?
That was the longest stint for sure,
Yeah.
unless like we compare like Derby, because Derby was close.
Yeah, Derby was close. That was like
if
3
not
weeks.
the same, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So did you feel good about that decision? Like
Great
Yeah.
decision. Glad I did that. It really came down to a money thing too. Like once money was starting to get low, it was more so about staying in one spot because I definitely considered, since I'm in South Africa, going either to like Johannesburg or I really wanted to go to Mozambique. I know that wasn't close, but I wanted to try and hit another Africa country while I was there. But it came down to like the money and the time thing. The flight would have been long, the money, accommodations, doing things. So I just decided to just wrap it on up in South Africa in Cape Town.
all right. So obviously something super unique about Africa is that's where it's black people there. So how was it like going from like more so your European countries to coming back and like you seeing people that look like you? Like how was that?
Oh, that was love, especially even in Egypt. People still look a little bit different, but you're glad to see people of color still.
Yeah.
But being in Africa was great. Just again being around like the majority.
Yeah,
like
for
being
sure.
the majority. Seeing the people on the street, it was. I don't know. It's almost like when you go to the HBCU, like when we go to HBCU,
nice.
or for me, not being from Atlanta, when I go to Atlanta, I love that. Like that's a good feeling for me.
Yeah.
Like some people say, not that they don't like it, but it's like different. But I love when you go to Atlanta and like all the workers, people are
Everybody black.
The doorman
The
at the
whole
hotel,
airport.
all the staff
Everybody.
at places, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Black. It's like, oh, you finally see a different race, and it's like, oh,
it's
okay.
like they speak your language. Like, I don't even gotta. Yeah.
Southern charm and stuff. So that was great. Just seeing black people and then knowing that those black people are also from all these other different places. So it's different kinds of black people. So that's why it's similar to like a HBCU.
It's like diversity within
crazy diversity. Because
Africa. Yeah,
I'm
that's
African,
dope.
but I'm from Nigeria, Ethiopia, all these other different places.
That's dope.
And I'm over here like, oh, America.
All right, cool. So, what was the best food you had, or even just tell me about some of the highlights of the food experiences you had? You had to get some.
I didn't get to do crazy African cuisines like that. Just again, I was looking for certain places. I went on Long Street and I probably had like Ethiopian food once from some restaurant. It was good. It was spicy. It was a little messy for me. Just again, I don't mind eating with my hands and stuff, but just like I had like a soup and like a chicken platter and stuff. So it was really like messy but filling. And then I had like a Nigerian dish as well. I got jollof rice one day and something else.
Nice.
But I know there's certain other places where the food would have been better. Like,
Okay.
so I didn't get like African dish that was good. Funny enough, KFC was busting over there. Crazy. It was like KFC's on every corner.
Yeah.
Stereotypically, it was like chicken spots everywhere.
Really?
Which I love. Oh, it was all these different kind of chicken spots.
Just different. They make them different. Like got fried chicken, rotisserie chicken. Like
Nah, it's mostly fried.
it's all fried.
Mostly fried.
Okay.
But again, great chicken. Like, of course, they grill it somewhere. Of course, Nando's busting. But for some reason, Nando's didn't have the wings. They only had like the whole like kind of chicken with the thigh kind of connect. Like they didn't have wings, which disappointed me. But it was good. It was good. I ate a lot of chicken.
I ate a lot of chicken. All right, cool. So, do you feel like you met like what was a I ain't gonna say met person yet. I want to say that one, but do you feel like you got to explore and see what like South Africa had to offer as far as the landscape? Did you do some nature stuff?
I did. I did two kind of excursions. The first one kind of as soon as I got there, a couple days after settling in and stuff, I did Table Mountain. Okay. I was going to do like a hike, and I thought I was doing like a medium to easy hike. Man, that hike was crazy. Top 2 hardest hikes I've ever done. Dude. It was long. It probably took me 2 hours to get up. And then, of course, 2 hours to go back down. I could have took the cable car down, which I should have probably, but I'm trying to be all competitive and all this other stuff, talking to myself.
You got this. Tough. You could do this.
So, hike was dope. Saw, like, lizards and stuff at the top. Again, a lot of black people doing the hike and stuff. It was good. I listened to, like, a book while I was going up it. But my knees was killing me. It was so many like steep parts, and then like at the bottom of it said like no drones, and I had the drone already on my back, so I got like 2 bags. I got one bag with like water and some cuties in it, another bag with like the drone, so I'm going up with like 2 bags, so that's making the hike worse. But got to the top, still used my drone, whatever. But yeah, it was worth it. The views was crazy. I think what made me upset again is that like literally, you get up there and there's people in regular clothes, chilling, kids and stuff, because they done took the little cable car up. And I'm like, dying up here. It's a restaurant, they eating ice cream, drinking beers and stuff. I'm over here just fought for my life.
You at the top looking around like, ain't nobody else tired?
Crazy, looking dusty.
For sure.
So that was dope. I did another excursion probably like a week before I was about to leave. Went to the southern point of Cape Town, which is, I can look, it's like Hope's Point or something. So it's not the most southern point, but it's close to it. They lie in the books, I guess, or something. So I went to the Cape of Good Hope, which is supposed to be the most southwestern point of the African continent, but it's actually not. It's another point that's like a couple hours away east that actually is, but this is where everybody thinks it is. That was really dope as well. Got to go see penguins as well on a beach. So took some pictures with them, went to a lighthouse. That was in Simonstown. Got to see some baboons. Saw like a ostrich.
Hey, baboons scare me.
Baboons are crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
That shit scare you.
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page.
Baboons
built different. They crazy.
Oh, so they had to give you like the whole baboon speech in the morning of like, don't have zero food on you or anything shiny. The baboons will run up on you and will take it. And like they will get aggressive. Like they had to, like don't have nothing in your pocket. If they smell it, they're gonna come up on you. And then they had to try and tell you, like, if the baboon does approach you, don't run, don't. They're trying to give you the be calm speech.
Yeah.
Don't run, don't like, and just kind of like let them have it. If it's something like your shades or something, or a phone or something that's real shiny, they'll throw it out if they don't want it, and you can get it back probably. But if you like try and chase them or be aggressive with them, they can get aggressive too, and all this other stuff. And they got like patrolmen around with sticks or something.
That sounds scary.
And the baboons get like big and stuff. I feel like it was one other thing. Oh, saw a whole like antelope walk by. We did like a hike. They gave you an option of doing a hike. Antelope just walked by. Antelope fucking huge, yo.
Yeah, I can't imagine how big that is.
Huge.
Like,
But yeah,
compared to a deer.
you got to compare it to like an elk. It's like a baby moose or something. Antelope
Jeez.
are big.
Like horse size.
Yeah, probably like a horse.
Jeez.
Except it's thicker.
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
And they just be chilling.
They just walking by.
So yeah, we did like a hike to end it off. So that was a whole day's worth of things. So that was really like dope, especially seeing like the penguins and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was the 2 excursion type things I did. Everything else was pretty chill. I tried to go out on Long Street a couple times, but I felt like because it was like winter and maybe still feeling some of the effects of like COVID, I'm thinking it wasn't as I guess jumping as it usually be. I guess it's wait until it gets warm. It also gets crazy windy in Cape Town. Just being by the water, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
I'm talking like 30 miles per hour. Crate like
Wind
whipping, blowing you.
Howling.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So that affects it too.
Okay, cool. So what do you feel like was your favorite part of staying in Cape Town, or the highlight for you?
Highlight for me was definitely just actually living there day to day. Like, I walk, clearly I didn't have a car, so I was walking a lot of places. I went to cafes. I went and played basketball at a little park in the city century. So I met a couple people there where you just like learn people's names, and they started calling me Texas just because I'm from Texas. So just meeting people and just talking to people on the street, seeing people, how they do their daily lives.
Speaking of meeting people, who was the most interesting person you met?
Most interesting.
Or maybe you saw him from afar. Maybe you didn't like introduce yourself or nothing. Maybe you just watched him, whatever.
Probably between either this like student who I was playing basketball with, and he just thought it was real interesting that I was from America and just doing like a vacation type of deal. And he wasn't from Cape Town either, so he was over there studying. Or it was this like big white dude who also is like South African. And if you're not from South Africa, to me the South African accent sounds almost like Australian or something. So he's from there. He was like 6'7", playing basketball outside, and he's just like, he's dominating a little bit, but just because he's 6'7", ain't like he's like great. So he was real interesting because he would be like talking junk and stuff too. It's like, you gotta play with kids, bro. Calm down, relax. So I didn't meet like a whole lot of crazy, interesting people per se, and I kind of stuck to myself a little bit, like just doing random activities, walking and stuff like that. So just the ambiance of being in Africa was just
unmatched.
You can't put it into words like that. It's just great. I definitely can't wait to go back with like friends or family or something.
Yeah, that was my next question. Like
safari, do a hot air balloon, do like the whole. Like I want those type of feels with my friends and stuff. That's not something I really want to do like by myself.
Yeah, true. I was just gonna say like, what are some things you feel like you want to do when you go back? What are some must do's you feel like if somebody go, maybe something you did that you like, oh, you gotta go do this?
I would definitely say just do your research, like find some restaurants you want to try. Another thing I couldn't do a lot, of course, while traveling is just the souvenirs thing. So it's a whole lot of souvenirs. Yeah. It's a great shopping area by the waterfront. Like the waterfront is like almost other waterfronts. There's a whole lot of stores. There's people outside selling stuff. There's people performing, doing music and stuff like that. It's a great time. And again, the African people and the black people that are there are like happy to see visitors and tourists come in and stuff, so they want to talk to you and stuff too. So I would just say do your research. If you like safaris, you can find you a safari. If you want to do a hot air balloon, it's just all kind of different things that you could do. So I would just say find what you want to do and do it. Like, hey, cooking class or something.
For sure. I gotta get one of them, man. Do you feel like the people were like friendly? Were they standoffish?
Nah, the people are friendly, but you also got to watch out for like, just in any city, not just saying it's specific to Africa, but like pickpocketers and stuff like that. And watch out for like somebody trying to sell you something or anything like that. So I kind of get weary even around if somebody's being too friendly in certain areas. But the people in general, definitely friendly, definitely will help you out. You ask them a question. They have like people stand like, they almost like watch guards people. They're not police officers. They're like street watchers to help with crime. Yeah, like security standing on corners and stuff. So if you're trying to get somewhere, they can help you out, and they just watching out for different stuff like that. But people are very friendly. It was a lot of homeless people.
Really?
A lot of homeless people, and they weren't homeless, and they were just like drugged out. I have never. I ain't gonna say I ain't never. It's close. I can't remember where I've witnessed somebody actually taking drugs. Like, I saw a drug deal happen where the dude like did it like on TV, dapped them up, had the drugs in one hand, money in the other.
Yeah.
I saw two people shaking it up, put it on like a little spoon. Literally just walking, not trying to see this stuff. It's like,
Dang, that's crazy.
doing drugs. I was like, damn, it is
It's tough out here.
tough. Yeah. So it was tough
Dang.
everywhere, but like it was in your face in Cape Town. Like it was drugged out people walking around. Like you could tell they drugged out. Clothes is torn.
That's so surprised. I don't know why I'm so surprised, but I'm so surprised.
I mean, I was too, but it was like kind of in your face.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
and then
tough.
of course you got people like those people walk up to you and ask you for money and stuff too. Like
So any advice for someone headed to Cape Town, headed to South Africa? Anything about the currency? Something you need to know. Something you need to take with you.
Super, just like Cairo, super affordable. They'll take U.S. Take credit cards most places, so you ain't got to worry about having to necessarily like cash on you like that. But the conversion rate is great. So again, your money goes long. The U.S. dollar, especially right now when we probably borderline on a recession, the U.S. dollar is going a long way overseas. So if you can get the flight over there, accommodations, excursions, all other things will be super affordable. You can go VIP in the club, go crazy.
In the
You
club,
pop bottles.
going great. Did you go to a club?
Nah, I went to a bar, like I said. I went out like twice, but
No club.
I don't know. It's not the same for me, especially by myself. Like, and I don't think I'm getting to the age where I just like, for what? If I ain't getting drunk, what am I? Like, I'm not out here just to people watch. I like to do that with my friends. I like to do it by myself too, but like now I think I like to do it in much different, chiller settings and stuff versus like just going out. Because now when you go out, you can't be surprised when some stupid or crazy shit happen. Like, you was there, you out there with it. So if you see somebody fighting and you caught up in the crowd of it, or you get maced by accident because it's in the air, or like. You can't you can't be upset about stuff like that to me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm on like a lot more chill vibes these days.
All right, cool.
But if my friends go, we can go. I'm down.
We going up if I'm going.
I'm down.
We going up. So that's what's up. If you had to like, I guess, you know how you explore Europe, you hop around in Europe, right? Do you feel like just going to South Africa, you're now more inclined to hop around in Africa? Like, do you think like you want to explore more in that country or that continent now?
Yeah, I think you can definitely, but that comes to your planning. You can definitely plan to hit different spots, but that's probably going to cost you more, and you're going to have to plan it a lot better than you would if you were just hitting one spot and going there for like longer. So that's something you need to decide before you go as well. Like, if I want to do multiple places, which I would recommend, because it's like, how many times are you going to, be on that side of the country? But I know the other side of it too is if you choose one place and you can just immerse yourself in that place, you can get more out of that one experience than bouncing around. So it's pros and cons. It's just what are you looking to do? Do you want to get more experiences? I myself would recommend the bouncing around just so you can experience more, see more, make more use of the time that you are over there. Because once you get the flight over there, everything's a lot more convenient and cheaper.
Stuff, yeah. That's what's up. All right, so how would you rate it overall? Like, good experience?
Great experience. Cool. Nothing crazy happening. Very chill. I think that would be a great spot to go to while it's winter over here. When they're having warmer weather, that's their like peak season. So that would be a great time to go. I think the tour guide that I had went on also told me that the time that I was doing stuff was a lot more affordable and stuff like that because it is off season for them. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's a good spot, like I said, when it's getting cold over here and you're looking for a warm
hot to
outlet.
do, yeah.
You can hit
Go over there.
South Africa or those places around that. and get you some sun, see you some black people, try some food,
I can't wait, man.
get into wildlife.
Still haven't touched down on the motherland. That's something I'm looking forward to. Was that was your first time, right?
Egypt was my first time.
Oh, Egypt, yeah.
South Africa, of course, all went together.
Yeah.
It was a great experience. I think, again, when I go with friends, it'll feel a little bit different, but definitely took it all in. The history, plenty of museums if you like history, plenty of art everywhere. It was nice. I rode in a cab. You made me think about that. I rode in a cab where, like, some people have different feelings towards Mandela. I also saw where Mandela went to jail at. I didn't want to go to the island or anything like that, but, like, I saw it. But some people have different feelings on Mandela.
Really?
Black people there and white people there have beef still, like strong beef. Apparently it just got approved in, like, I don't know, like 1990. I don't know what year it was, where a white person and a black person can actually get married. If you are white and live there, you could marry almost whoever you want. But if you were black, you couldn't. Like, if you are a South African native. And I don't know if they were doing that to just keep South Africa black or what the ruling around that was. I did some research on it, but I didn't hold it to memory. But, like, it was crazy.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you can feel that energy? Like,
not. Yeah, I guess so. It depends on the area you're in, because just like other places, you have places where white people probably stay a lot more areas. And I was at a park working out one day, and I saw a white dude go up and talk to, like, some group of homeless black people. I don't know what he said to them or what he was doing, but when he walked away, the homeless people were, like, cussing him out, walking up to him, and he was just trying to walk off, and they were cussing him out. So even could see a little bit of it. And also, I just, like, assume when you in, like, the white areas as well, they probably be on alert and be feeling a little different. And then it's just different again there, because even when you hiring people, you can be hiring black people. Like, it ain't, you can't find.
We the majority.
So
it's going to be us.
I don't know. I can't speak on it too much from not being a part of it and living there and feeling it. But I know it's something there. You can kind of feel it and sense it a little bit. But I didn't see it other than that one weird altercation in the park that time when I was working out.
Cool. Do you feel like that was a good place to close out? Like, you happy you did it there?
Yeah, because my next stop would have been India and Japan, which I guess I'm just saving now. But I'm not upset, not dissatisfied with what happened or where I ended it out at. Yeah. Especially coming back and going straight into Jiho. That was
amazing.
That was a great. So if anything, Jiho capped it off for me.
For sure. All right, anything else you want to leave with the people on South Africa, Cape Town?
No, I know I was there for a while, but most of it was real chill. Really enjoyed it, really laid back. Definitely would go back. Highly recommend it. Please go to Africa. Please visit. I know I seen Chance the Rapper having a concert in Ghana and stuff like that, trying to bring more people of the African diaspora all together and stuff, like all black people globally.
For sure.
So, hey man, keep it up. Go visit.
I want to. That's first on my list. As soon as I can, I'm definitely hitting the motherland. I got to. So
I'm down. Like, I am down.
Yeah, I literally, Airbnb is baiting me. Every time I go on my Airbnb app, they popping up this, Airbnb in Cape Town or Airbnb somewhere else. So it's baiting me. I can't wait.
What you look forward to do when you go?
I want to do a safari. I do want to see that. I really would love to dive into the history of, like, mankind. So I would like to see some ancient stuff, which I'm sure I can go to Egypt.
Egypt will history you out.
So I would love to do that as well. But I want to get to Nigeria. I want to get to Ghana. I want to get to just some really. I mean, I know it's exotic places in Africa as well. I want to get to, but some of the main places are just kind of my history and where we come from and our people, and I just kind of like you did, immerse myself in that culture and see kind of how they live day to day.
I think that's what I want to do too. I want to hit, like, main places first: Johannesburg, Ghana, Mozambique, stuff like that. Then get exotic Tanzania and
Yeah,
some
Morocco.
other
We could go all there.
exotic.
Yeah, I think like eventually. I mean, we still young. We got plenty of time. Eventually, like that's your trip every time. I'm like, oh, I'm going to Africa to go to this country instead of like, oh, I'm going to Europe to go to that country. I want to kind of like head over there and just start knocking spots out, seeing different places. Hopefully, I can hit 2 or 3 in a trip.
Yeah,
something like
2 or
that.
3 at a time.
Yeah, that would be great. So definitely looking forward to it. Can't wait.
It's crazy how much we can travel now versus, in the past, how hard it was without, of course,
Absolutely.
internet, technology,
Absolutely,
infrastructure,
man.
planes,
I think about it like
Airbnb.
this was never even on my. I ain't seen my mama go nowhere like that. Like, my mom just hop on the plane like, oh, I'm going somewhere with my friends. Like, never. So the fact that
You could just do it tomorrow. Get on a flight and go. Come
Just
back
go.
in like 4-5 days or something.
yeah, I remember very vividly. One of like somebody I knew, I don't know who it was like, oh, I'm going to Africa. My mom was like, oh, you getting shots? You know you're gonna need them shots. And I was like, yeah, things have changed so much.
Yeah, going to Virginia and Charlotte, was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Taking a drive.
Yeah. So I think I'm just super excited about seeing the continent in general. All right, man. Anything else for the people?
Nah, anything you want to leave them with?
Nah, man. If you don't remember nothing else, protect your peace.
Protect your energy.
It's been another ZTT,
Same
Zen Trap
thing.
Travel. I'm one of your 2 hosts, Yogi LG.
Zen P.
All right, it's the Zen Trap. We out.
Oh, yep. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Your potential is a grind. It is what you give. Potential's undefined. It is what it is. Your potential is a grind. It is what you give. Potential's undefined. It is what it is. Potential is not all about the grind, but more about you making up your mind. How much effort you willing to put on the line? How much work to really make your life shine? It's not about the diamonds and hoes, but working really hard for your goals. You might have to climb that pole or get a side job at Kohl's, but never lose sight of your dreams. Your passion will produce the means. I'm affirming who I wanna be until I'm the best version of me. I'm potentially the smoothest cat you ever seen. I'm potentially the brightest star you seen beam. I'm potentially the hottest thing on the scene. I'm potentially the one that makes your girl scream.
Your potential is a grind. It is what you give. Potential's undefined. It is what it is. Your potential is a grind. It is what you give. Potential's undefined. It is what it is. Like a girl who missed a period, you've been waiting on my flow. My potential undefined. How would I even know? Who's the master? Call me Bruce Leroy, cause I got the glow. When it's God's plan, he E40, tell me when to go. The wind doesn't blow, it just is what it is. Cause if it ain't blowing, can you even call it wind? I never define myself by the losses or the wins, only by my effort and how I'm feeling when it ends. Did I fold or did I bend? Did I quit or did I sin? Did I lend a helping hand to my family and my friends? Put the team up on my back, strategize then I attack. Right now I'm gathering all the knowledge so I can bring it right back. Our journey is unknown and believe me that's a fact. The rest is still unwritten. Hey Natasha, that whole slap. Destination unknown, you can't find it on a map. Can't Google your life purpose, you gotta seek it, ain't no cap. Your potential is a grind. It is what you give. Potential's undefined. It is what it is. Your potential is a grind. It is what you give. Potential's undefined. It is what it is.
Your potential is a grind. It is what you give. Potential's undefined. It is what it is. Your potential is a grind. It is what you give. Potential's undefined. It is what it is. Zen Trap got potential on lock.
Zen Trap coming beating down your blog.
We stay spread love and peace.
If you don't see our potential, let's agree to disagree.
Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Let's go. Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Protect
Yo, peace.
Protect your energy.
Take the time.